Hey everyone, welcome back to the Analytical Coding. In today's video, we are going to cover add columns function in the table manipulation functions DAX series. So firstly, what is add columns? Add columns is a table function in DAX that lets us to add new calculated columns to an existing table. It does not modify the table in the data model. Instead, it creates a virtual table at the query time. So let us see the syntax. Here, the first argument is the table, that is, the base table to which we want to add the columns. And next, we have name and expression pairs, that is, name of the new column, and then the expression is the DAX expression used to calculate the values. And here, we can add multiple columns by repeating the name and expression pairs. And what this function returns. So, add columns always returns a table that includes all original columns plus the new calculated columns. So let us get into the example. So firstly, let me show you the table that we are having. Here we have orders table where we have the price and the quantity and also the cost. That is, this is the cost price and this is the selling price. And now we wanted to show a card which displays the overall profit from total sales we have. Firstly, we have to calculate the selling price minus cost price, which gives us the profit. And then here the quantity. So quantity into selling price minus cost price, which gives us the total profit. So for this, what we have to do, right? So the first idea might be to create a calculated column for profit and then sum it. But this increases the dataset size and model size. Instead, we can use add columns to create this column virtually on the fly. So here I have created the measure using the add columns. So you can see the sumx function here I have used, which takes table as the first argument, right? The table which I am passing here is the table returned by the add columns. So add columns returns a table. So that table is passed as an argument for sumx to calculate the total profit. Now, how is profit being calculated? We do not have any direct column, right? So in the add columns, we are calculating the profit column. So the first argument in the add columns is orders table. So the table on which we want to calculate the new column. And next we have to give the name of the column we are calculating and then the expression. So here order table quantity, that is the quantity into selling price minus cost price. So this returns the profit column along with all the columns in the order table as a table for this sumx first argument, and this sumx function calculates the sum for the profit column, that is, which gives the total profit. Whenever we add this measure into our card, we can see the total profit. So in this way we can calculate a column on the fly without adding that into our dataset, and which improves the performance, right? So now you may ask me the difference between the using the calculated column directly and using the add columns function, right? So listen, calculated column can be used when we want to physically store the data, which increases the model size and gets recalculated on data refresh. But add columns can be used for a temporary virtual column which exists only during the query execution, and it is more efficient for performance. So that is difference between using a direct calculated column and add columns function. Okay. Now in the previous video we have covered summarize function, and now let us see the difference between the summarize and add columns. So summarize is used for grouping or aggregation. So we use summarize function when we want aggregated results like overall sales for product. But we use add columns when we want to add extra information for each row instead of an grouped data. So that is the difference between the summarize and add columns. And remember, add columns can also be combined with functions like summarize and filter to build more advanced virtual table. So that's all about the add columns function. And if you found this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.